Hi everyone, Tabby here. Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's video is about sunscreen that have no white cast. After years of searching and looking like a clown, I can't believe I finally found few options that are cosmetically elegant. They are perfect for someone who is darker skin color and they give you no white cast. So my quest for searching for a good sunscreen has been ongoing for years. I've been searching internet, including YouTube, but I haven't had any luck. Until recently, after years of trial and error, I have finally found few options that I'm excited to share with you. Just for the reference, I am South Asian. I have tan or brown skin color. Some people may call me olive. And I'm specifically talking about sunscreen for the face mainly because I don't care if it leaves a white cast on my neck or hands or any other part of the body. Um, Also note that this video is not sponsored. I have purchased all these sunscreens with my own money and my review is honest. So I'm going to share 4 brands that I personally think they are perfect and beautiful for anyone with a darker skin. When I was doing my research, my main criteria was that the sunscreen has to be cosmetically elegant. And the things that I was looking for in the sunscreen were like it has to have no white cast, it has to be non-greasy, non-sticky, um, as well as affordable. And I'm happy to share my finds with you all. I'm so excited. I'll leave the names of the sunscreens I'm mentioning in the comments section below. So if you like, you could check them out later. So let's start. Just a side note, all these sunscreens I love equally. There's no rhyme or reason that I'm naming them in a particular way. They are all wonderful. So I love them all. So the first sunscreen that I really love is BIORE UV Aqua Rich. This is how it looks. It is SPF 50, actually SPF 50 plus, and it is a Japanese sunscreen. So this is a very good sunscreen. It has gel-like consistency. It leaves no white cast or any kind of cast whatsoever. It's non-greasy, non-sticky. It feels very light on my face. Gives me a plump or dewy look. It's easy to reapply. Doesn't have any kind of offensive smell. Another good thing about is it is waterproof and it's very moisturizing, and this one contains hyaluronic acid, so I think that has something to do with the having a plump looking skin or dewy look. Other good thing about this one is despite being a chemical sunscreen, it does not sting my eyes. Most other chemical sunscreens do, but I haven't experienced that with this one. So I really like it. It has lots of positives. It's also very good to apply under makeup. It works well with the makeup. And did I mention it's waterproof? So this one has a lot of positives. If I just list goes on about how great the sunscreen is, how much I love it. I would highly recommend it for anyone who's looking for a good sunscreen that does not give them a white cast. I'll highly recommend it, 10 out of 10. Let me show you how it looks. This one's about to finish. So this is how it looks, but when you apply, it just melts into your skin, leaves it very shiny and dewy. I mean, does not look like greasy at all. Maybe it looks like that on the camera, but I really can't say. But in real life, it's so beautiful. It's moisturizing and it's great. And in terms of price, it's pretty good price-wise too, because you get like a 50 ml tube for approximately $15 each. I got them from Amazon last year. it was a pack of 2 creams, and the next time I purchased it was a pack of 3 creams. And again, each cream cost me about 15 Canadian dollars, I must say. So it's very good for the price too. You get a good amount. So again, my favorite sunscreen. So next on the list is this sunscreen. Its name is it's made by RIRE, RIRE. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that's how it's spelled, RIRE. That's the brand. It's called Silky and Light Sun Milk SPF 50. This one is a Korean sunscreen. It is also one of my very favorite sunscreen. I would highly recommend it. It's a Korean brand. It is a chemical sunscreen. It has a thin consistency, like milk-like, I would say. It has a lot of positives. It has niacinamide. It is very hydrating and moisturizing. It has several other very good hydrating and moisturizing ingredients in it. So I love applying this one as well. The reason I purchased this one is that once I liked the previous one, the BIORE Japanese sunscreen, I was having a rough time finding that one. So I decided to give this a try. I'm so happy. Again, this one has a lot of positives too. It has no cast whatsoever. It has no stickiness. It's non-greasy. This one also applies really well under the makeup. It doesn't have any smell. It feels very light on the skin. Does not feel like I don't feel like it's weighing me down or anything. So I really like when I apply, I don't feel like anything is on my face. So all in all, a very good sunscreen. I just love this one as well. It has all the positives and great things like I mentioned about the previous one. There's really no competition. It all depends which one I can buy. Cost wise is also similar to the previous one. This is a bottle of 50 gram or 50 ml, similar to previous one, and it cost me $15 Canadian for sure because I just checked my receipt. I purchased this of a Canadian online company. Okay, so let me show you how this one looks like. Let's put it on here. You see how milky and thin consistency it has, so it's easy to just pour on your cheeks and your face, and then I just blend it. It's so easy to blend. It has no white cast. There you go. I don't know if you can see it properly, but yeah. So next on the list is this one. It is Holika Aloe Soothing Essence SPF 50. This is also a Korean sunscreen. You get a bottle or container of like a tube of 100 ml in there. Another one of my favorite sunscreens. Um, Again, this one also is very hydrating and moisturizing. As the name suggests, it does have aloe vera gel and several other hydrating ingredients, which I really love on my skin. It has a very subtle fragrance that does not bother me. I don't think would be offensive to anyone, but I really can't predict for other people. But for me, this is just amazing, amazing sunscreen, and I give this one a try because it is a bigger amount, and it's very good value for the money. 100 ml tube cost me $20. I think this is amazing price. I've never seen sunscreen this cheap actually. This is a really, really good price. I purchased this from the same Canadian company I was telling you about for the previous one. It's an online um, uh, a business, and I ordered it from them. I'm really happy with my purchase. Again, just to mention few positives, like there's several, but again, this sunscreen is has no white cast or gray cast or any kind of cast whatsoever. This sunscreen is non-greasy, non-sticky. It applies really well. It glides and smoothly on your skin. It gives my skin a smooth, hydrating, moisturizing glow. I believe it's waterproof. Yes, it is waterproof. So that's also a big plus. And it works well under the makeup as well. So for me, it's also a big plus. And it applies when I have to reapply it. It applies really well. So I really, really like this one as well. So this one I also highly recommend for anyone who is still searching for a good sunscreen that does not make them look like a clown. Okay, so let's see how it looks. So okay, here we go. You see there is no white cast whatsoever. It's very moisturizing, hydrating. Just love. I just love this one. I mean, I'm saying that about all three of them, but I do love them all. So, like I mentioned, there's no rhyme or reason I'm mentioning them in a particular order. They're all great. Now, last on my list is another Korean sunscreen. It's by Etude. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Etude. Sunprise mild airy finish with SPF 50 plus. This one is the only one that's a mineral sunscreen. It contains zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. It is again a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful sunscreen. This is also milky consistency, just like the other one I mentioned. Uh, Again, same great properties, great things that I mentioned about the other sunscreen. It is non-greasy, it's not sticky, does not have any um, white cast or gray cast. It is very moisturizing, very, very hydrating. It glides on very, very easily on the skin. It's very soothing, and it's also very light. Like all of the sunscreens that I'm mentioning, none of them feel heavy on my skin. I just love the feel of it. It also works well under the makeup, and it's also really easy to reapply. So this one comes in a 50-gram bottle. I honestly don't remember how much I paid for this one because I purchased it off Amazon last year. I can't seem to find my the price in my order history. I do recall though it was a little bit more pricier than the other three I mentioned. Those are more cost effective, although it wasn't like very expensive. I'm just, in comparison, I thought this one is a little bit pricier. It is a wonderful sunscreen. As I mentioned, I do, however, notice that it leaves a very, very, very mild white cast on my face. That might just be me. I mean, it is a mineral sunscreen, so it has zinc and titanium. They both leave a white cast. But compared to other mineral sunscreens out there, this one is wonderful. Very mild white cast. Like, I mean, it's not a big deal at all. And also, if I wait 10-15 minutes, it just goes away. I'm just saying, instantly when I apply, I feel a bit of white cast, despite like try to um, absorb it on my screen, but it's not noticeable at all. Like, whenever I go out, I haven't noticed my husband mentioning that why you look weird, like he does if I apply the other sunscreen. Would that make me look like clown? He's never said anything to me. So that's a good test, a husband test. That's the proof, I guess. The other thing I would like to mention, and again, it's just maybe just the products that I'm using. I have noticed a little bit of pilling with this one. It might be just the moisturizer I use. It may work well with your skincare products. I just noticed maybe it's just my moisturizer is not agreeing with this one. And it just pills a little bit, not too much. Not a deal breaker again. You know what I'm talking about when I say pilling. You know, the tiny balls of cream just rolls off your skin. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyways, again, a great, 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 great sunscreen. This pilling is not a deal breaker at all. If I notice, if I let my moisturizer dry for 10-15 minutes and then apply, then there's no problem with pilling at all. But it's just like in the morning, or when I'm going to work, or whenever I'm heading out, most of the time I don't have time to wait for my products to dry in between. I'm just kind of in a rush, just want to apply things back to back. And that's why I just feel like, I have to wait for other skincare to dry and I apply. So that's the only little bit of downside to this, which is, again, not a negative at all. I still love, 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 love this sunscreen. Especially if I'm going on foot outside, I know that I'm going to be spending a lot of time outside. I prefer to use a mineral sunscreen because of its ability to actually reflect off the UVA and UV light. So I still love this. I will show you how it looks. Highly, highly recommended. I'm sure it will work well with your moisturizer. Don't be turned off by me saying that it pills or it has a very tiny bit of cast. It could just be me, what I'm using. I'm impatient. I'm not waiting in between my products, and the white cast goes away anyways. So let's show you. So again, like a milk-like consistency. It's a little bit thicker than the other RIRE one. Again, I just drop it on my face like so and just rub it off. Okay. There you go. So see, I don't know if you could see the white cast I was talking about. Like, it's really mild. It's a hint. I just regret mentioning it, to be honest. I mean, it's really not there. I mean, it's not a big deal at all. I still love the sunscreen and I highly recommend it. Okay, so this was my review of these four sunscreens. I would rebuy all of them. I just love them all. I think they're great, great sunscreens without any cast or greasiness. They're just cosmetically elegant. I am so glad I finally found something that I've been looking for years, ever since I started to taking care of my skin. I would definitely rebuy them again. I would definitely highly recommend them. I give them all 10 out of 10. They're all great and wonderful. So that's it, friends. I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know if you guys have any recommendations for any good sunscreen that are good for people with darker skin and that leave no white cast. I would love to know any recommendations from you. Let me know in the comments any suggestions or any questions that you have. I would love to chat with you. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day. See you next time. Bye.